Jeff here from the Wetsuit Centre, talking to you today about the Rip Curl Flash Bomb for ladies for 2013 into winter 2014. So the Flash Bomb for ladies and for men last year won the Wetsuit of the Year award, and the year before, so it's been for 2 years in a row. For good reason, basically. A good combination of high quality neoprene and thermal flash dry lining means this suit is pretty much the warmest and most flexible wetsuit that you can buy for the UK waters. So, I'll talk you through the sort of different features and functions of the suit, and you can see what you get for your money. The primary difference between this and last year, and the reason why it's basically become such a popular wetsuit, was previously the E3 neoprene the whole way through, but this year now you get the E4 neoprene. And the E4 neoprene is apparently even lighter and less absorbent than the E3 neoprene. So the suit is going to feel lighter in the water, more flexible, and it's going to dry quicker when you're sort of between sessions, basically, so you don't have to get back into a cold, wet wetsuit, which is definitely a bonus in UK winters. So the suit itself is 5mm in thickness on the lower body and then 3mm in the upper body where you need a bit more flexibility. The E4 neoprene runs the whole way through the suit, so that E4 is really, really stretchy, really soft to the touch and feels fantastic. And if I sort of demonstrate the flex in the suit there as well, really, really soft, and it's going to feel really good when it's actually on. So less absorbent as well, so it should sort of take on less water less water when you're actually out surfing or kite surfing, whatever you're doing. So it will feel lighter and more manoeuvrable during the session that you have. If I talk to you some of the features on the outside of the suit, then we'll turn it inside out and you can have a look at the flash dry lining, which makes it so popular. So 5mm on the lower body, really stretchy the whole way through, minimal panels, minimal seams to make sure there's no sort of compromise on flexibility. You get a Duraflex knee pad on the knee, which is sort of very robust material, stops the knee pad wearing through and will last a long, long, long time, so it gives the suit a long shelf life. The suit itself is glue and blind stitched and then taped on the inside. What that actually basically means, there's two pieces of neoprene are butted up together, stitched halfway through, and then inside they're glued, and then over the top of that they're taped with what we call E4 taping, which is a bit of an upgrade on last year's standard E3 taping. Basically it's like, instead of the liquid rubber taping which was traditionally used. Rip Curl felt that was unnecessary, didn't sort of add any particular benefits in terms of sealing the wetsuit, and actually compromised the flexibility. So the E4 taping is there in its place, and it's really, really soft, flexible, it doesn't compromise the stretch of the wetsuit, and feels better against your skin than the standard sort of liquid taping. Okay, so that runs the whole way through the inside of the suit, which I'll show you in a second. The suit itself is a chest zip. The reason they use a chest zip is basically it's better at keeping out water, because you've got an unbroken seal around the neck, which basically creates less flush throughs. And also you've got no zip across the back of the suit, which allows them to have the unbroken flash dry lining the whole way through. It makes it more simple to line the suit, but also removes the need for a back zip, which gives more flexibility throughout the back of the wetsuit. Okay. Bit tricky to get in and out of the chest zips, but once you get the hang of them, they're actually perfectly fine, and they don't sort of take too long to get in and out of. It's just a bit of a knack, really. So the chest zip itself is straight across on the ladies, so instead of going diagonally down, because it's going to feel better higher across the chest, basically, it doesn't get in the way of the lady's chest. And basically it goes up and over the head, and then the top of the wetsuit actually sits here, and the chest zip goes over the top. So any water that comes in through here or through the neck, because this will sit tight against your neck, will be guided out through the drain holes on the front of the wetsuit, or around the back of the wetsuit here, these particular drain holes. Okay, they're dipped down basically to let the water out, but also it gives you unencumbered flexibility through the back of the suit, because it stretches downward as well, because the seam's not straight across. So everything is thought about on this particular suit. Okay, so that's the chest zip. The inside of the collar is made of a smooth sort of skin material, which means that it sticks against your neck and doesn't sort of move around causing rash, but also doesn't let any water through. So you don't really need to use this with a rash vest at all. In fact, a rash vest will stop the wetsuit doing its job, and you'll see why, because on the inside of the suit the flash dry lining needs to be sat against your skin. So if I turn the suit inside out, show you what's going on inside. There's loads of little things on the suit as well, like you get rubber taping around the ankles and wrists as well, just to sort of marry up with your boot and your glove, but also makes it more robust as well. So loads of little finishing bits on the suit. The zip, specially treated zip, won't corrode and seize up, and it also won't basically let any water in. So everything is basically top notch as you would expect in a sort of top end wetsuit. And as we turn the suit inside out, you'll be able to see that orange taping, but you'll also be able to see the flash dry lining as well. Now the flash dry lining is essentially a polypro thermal lining, which is basically like a plastically non-absorbent material which actually pulls water away from the neoprene, allowing it to dry quicker, pulls it away from your body, and sits on the tips of the fibre here as well, and so it dries out really quickly once you've got the wetsuit off. But also that sort of fluffy material helps insulate you as well, so stops heat leaving your body as quickly, keeps you warmer in the water for longer, but also helps the suit dry really quickly, which is why they call it the flash dry, and means that you don't have to get back into a cold wet wetsuit for your second surf. And it should dry out within about 15-20 minutes, so that's really effective, especially with the E4 being less absorbent as well. The the E4 taping, you can see the whole way through the suit, the whole way through, front and back, on the arms as well. They only drop it a few places on the arms, just basically to give more flexibility, but essentially the whole way through the suit is E4 tape, so it should really help keep the water out and make the suit sort of more durable as well. But one of the most appealing things about the suit is the fact that it's furry. Basically, it feels great, like a fleecy sort of lining. So when you actually get into the suit, you can feel exactly how warming it's going to be. Whether or not it's a bit of a sort of placebo effect, whether or not the actual fluffiness of it makes it a bit warm, I don't know. But it certainly, sort of from a psychological point of view, it's nice to get into a wetsuit that's lined with this sort of flash dry furry lining. So really warm, flexible wetsuit for ladies. It's a top-end wetsuit, so for people that are really serious about staying warm, using this suit all year round, then the Flash Bomb for ladies is definitely a recommendation from the Wetsuit Centre.